करती हूं, करती रहूंगी। हंसते हुए कहा कि मुझसे जवाब मांगा जाए, अब जवाब मैं मांगूंगी कोर्ट में, इन द कोर्ट ऑफ लॉ एंड इन द कोर्ट ऑफ पीपल। और जिस गांधी खानदान के आदेश पर यह प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस की गई, उनकी सरगना से कहना चाहती हूं, साल 2024 के लोकसभा चुनाव में दोबारा भेजे राहुल गांधी को अमेठी। हम फिर अमेठी में राहुल गांधी को धूल चटाएंगे। ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी के एक कार्यकर्ता होने के नाते मेरा वादा है। An 18-year-old child, a college student, her character today was assassinated by congressmen at the Congress headquarters. That 18-year-old child, and I called her child because I gave birth to her, her fault is that her mother fought the Lok Sabha election against Rahul Gandhi from Amethi in 2014 in 2019. That 18-year-old girl, her fault is that her mother, as has been said by the Congress spokesperson, does press conferences against Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. That 18-year-old girl, her character today was publicly mutilated by the Congress spokespeople. And they claimed that the mutilation stemmed from a show cause notice. I want to ask that congressperson, where is my daughter's name in the papers that he flashed? Jairam Ramesh said that he's taking a position on the basis of an RTI application. My question is, where does the RTI application name my daughter? The allegation that my daughter runs an illegal bar is malicious with the intent not only to assassinate her character but also to politically malign me. It is done at the directions, as was obviously stated by Pawan Kheda, of the Congress leadership, namely the Gandhi family, because I had the audacity to hold a press conference and question Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi for the 5,000 crore loot of the Indian treasury. So to the gentleman who sat there, giggled as they assassinated my daughter's character, I will see you in the court of law and in the court of people. And to the Gandhi family, which directed that this press conference be held against my child, I tell you this: send Rahul Gandhi back to fight the Lok Sabha election in 2024 from Amethi and he will lose again. That is my promise as a BJP worker and as a mother to that 18-year-old child. I will see them in the court of law.
So as you heard there, Smriti Irani coming down heavily on the Vadra Congress over the allegations that have been made by them against the daughter of Smriti Irani, saying that she's asking them in fact to prove the charges, and also in fact going on to challenge the Congress MP Rahul Gandhi, saying that she will be defeating him again, yet again from Amethi. So Smriti there was saying that her daughter is being targeted because she is her mother, and also going on to add that these charges that have been levelled against her daughter are completely baseless, and also challenging the Congress to prove or corroborate the charges that have been made by the Congress party there. And in fact, Smriti Irani also going on to say that she would defeat Rahul Gandhi again, and that is a promise that is being made by her as a mother and that of a BJP worker. So Smriti Irani there going out on an all-out attack against the Congress after her daughter was targeted by the Congress, where the Congress accused Smriti Irani's daughter of running a restaurant in Goa. And Union Minister Smriti Irani now coming down heavily on the Congress, answering all these allegations that have been levelled by the Vadra Congress, charging daring them to prove these charges that have been leveled against her daughter, saying that her daughter's character has been publicly mutilated, it has been assassinated, and also challenging the Vadra Congress to prove the charges that have been leveled against her daughter. Let's once again listen into that soundbite of Smriti Irani.
दो अधेड़ उम्र के पुरुषों ने एक 18 साल की लड़की की इज्जत की धज्जियां उड़ाने का दुस्साहस किया। उस 18 साल की लड़की का दोष यह है कि उस लड़की की मां ने साल 2014-2019 में राहुल गांधी के खिलाफ अमेठी से चुनाव लड़ा। जिस 18 साल की लड़की की इज्जत पर कांग्रेस के प्रवक्ताओं ने आज हमला किया, उस लड़की का दोष यह है कि उसकी मां स्मृति ईरानी सोनिया गांधी और राहुल गांधी के खिलाफ प्रेस में कॉन्फ्रेंसेस करती है। उस लड़की का जो 18 साल की है, कॉलेज के प्रथम वर्ष में पढ़ती है, उसका दोष यह है कि उसकी मां ने सोनिया गांधी, राहुल गांधी के 5,000 करोड़ की लूट के ऊपर प्रेस वार्ता की। आज अपनी एक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में कांग्रेस के प्रवक्ता ने हंसते हुए जिस लड़की पर आक्रमण किया, वो राजनीति में नहीं है, एक साधारण से कॉलेज स्टूडेंट के नाम पर अपना जीवन व्यतीत कर रही है। लेकिन कांग्रेस के प्रवक्ता ने अपने हाथ में कागज दिखाते हुए यह आरोप मढ़ा कि वो लड़की एक अवैध बार चलाती है। मैं पवन खेड़ा से कहना चाहती हूं, मेरी 18 साल की बेटी कॉलेज में पढ़ती है। मेरी 18 साल की बेटी कोई बार नहीं चलाती। पवन खेड़ा ने यह कहा कि मेरी बेटी को शो कॉज नोटिस दिया गया और अपने हाथ में 2 कागजात दिखाए। मैं आज पूछना चाहती हूं, उन कागजों में मेरी बेटी का नाम कहां है? जयराम रमेश ने कहा कि वो आरटीआई के आधार पर मेरी बेटी पर, जो 18 साल की है, राजनीति में नहीं है, कॉलेज की स्टूडेंट है, आरटीआई के आधार पर वो मेरी बेटी पर आरोप मढ़ रहे हैं।
And our executive editor for politics, Aishwarya Kapoor, is joining us for more on this. Aishwarya, if you could take us through this whole controversy, because there we heard Smriti Irani coming down heavily on Vadra Congress, responding to these baseless allegations, what she terms, by the Congress.
Well, absolutely. And she's saying as a mother, she's saying as a leader, she's saying that, and she's naming the 2 Congress leaders. She's saying that these 2 Congress leaders did, these middle-aged Congress leaders, she says, have commented on an 18-year-old girl who happens to be her daughter. And she says that the only reason to target her daughter, her family, is that because she defeated Rahul Gandhi and that she's challenging Rahul Gandhi again. That come the next election and she will defeat Rahul again. That's the challenge. But as far as these allegations are concerned, she's very, very clearly saying, if you have the proof, bring it on. She's saying, bring the papers out. She's saying, where can you show in these documents that her daughter or anyone from her family is involved in owning this club, this bar? She says that her 18-year-old daughter is studying, while these two middle-aged Congress leaders come out and say that she's running a club or a bar. She says, what is the basis of this allegation? Show the documents. On which basis are these leaders questioning or raising serious allegations on the 18-year-old daughter of Smriti Irani? And she once again reiterates that she's not only going to take them to court, but she's challenging Rahul Gandhi to come once again to Amethi in 2024, and she will defeat him again, because she says that the only reason of this kind of an under-the-belt attack, to attack an 18-year-old girl, the daughter of Smriti Irani, the only reason is that Smriti Irani has been speaking against Sonia Gandhi, against Rahul Gandhi, and that she defeated Rahul Gandhi in the last Lok Sabha elections from Amethi, and she is challenging Rahul Gandhi again. So she's very clear that neither her nor her daughter or anyone from her family has anything to do with any club or any bar in Goa. She has once again, not once but several times reiterated in this press conference that she once again on paper say that neither her daughter nor anyone from her family has anything to do with this. And if these two middle-aged Congress leaders, that's what Smriti Irani says, have any proof, that bring those papers out. So she is challenging them not only to the court but also answering them back that why did you did so? You only did so according to Smriti Irani because Smriti defeated the so-called tallest leader of the Congress party, that is Rahul Gandhi in Amethi, and she's challenging Rahul Gandhi to Amethi again because she says that she will defeat Rahul once again in Amethi. Back to you in the studios.
All right, Aishwarya, thank you so much. So that is the latest coming in. Smriti Irani saying that she's ready to take the Vadra Congress to court after these scathing allegations that have been levelled by the Congress on her daughter.
Samiksha.
Yes.
It's a very, very fierce response and we need to understand why. Samiksha, it's a very, very fierce response coming in from a cabinet minister. Smriti Irani, she says that the only reason why this kind of an under-the-belt attack is happening, this kind of a brazen attack on an 18-year-old girl, is happening because she has been speaking on the rampant corruption of the Gandhis. She is openly saying that the two middle-aged Congress leaders came out and did a press conference on the 18-year-old daughter of Smriti Irani. Only and only reason that she has been speaking on the corruption of the Gandhis. She has been taking Sonia Gandhi head on. She has been taking Rahul Gandhi head on for that matter, defeated Rahul Gandhi hands down in the last elections, and she is challenging Rahul Gandhi yet again in the next election. So she's saying do not take the political fight there, but she's challenging and she's saying that she's going to take them to the court. Take them to the court. Take both these Congress leaders to the court. Yes, Amiksha. So absolutely we have Savio. With me. Savio, a very fierce Smriti Irani, coming out and not only calling out these two middle-aged Congress leaders and saying that she's going to drag them to the court, but also giving a clear answer that the only reason that her 18-year-old daughter has been targeted like this is that because she defeated Rahul once and she's going to do that again, irrespective. Savio.
Well, that's not a fierce Smriti Irani, Aishwarya, that's a fierce murder. The most important thing first is that Smriti Irani is a mother of an 18-year-old daughter. Now, if you look at the facts of the case that she's highlighted in the press conference and facts of the case that we are in know of as well, that the show cause notice does not at any place mention Mrs. Irani's daughter. It refers to the owner of the restaurant, which is a Goan resident. Now that Goan resident, the owner of that restaurant, had expired, and along the same time, the license of running that operation also expired. And thereby, it was up to the family that was now in charge of the restaurant to reapply for the licenses. Now, somewhere along this line of existence of this restaurant, you have Smriti Irani's daughter, who works as an intern chef at that restaurant. Now, she's an intern chef. As a chef, she treats that restaurant as her restaurant, like all employees do, like you do at Republic. Republic is yours. How does an intern turn out to be the owner when the own show cause notice that the Congress leaders showed at the press conference does not even
to answer
contain
not one but two.
Including
Savio, that's exactly the point which Smriti Irani also stated.
Correct.
And Savio, it is up to the Congress leaders, not one but these two very senior leaders, these two middle-aged senior leader of the Congress party, as Smriti Irani termed them, that they need to come out and answer with the documents. Thank you very much, Savio Rodrigues. So that was Smriti Irani making it very clear that she's going to take these two Congress leaders to the court, but saying